circumstances of all, but no party leader has ever lost so many seats in one election, and so he will have to be doing some thinking about it for sure.
Jenny, not a Liberal Democrat supporter, but you wrote an article recently about Nick Clegg saying he was the most underrated, over-criticised, misunderstood politician in Britain. Do you think he will be judged more kindly when we look back on this coalition? People said it wouldn't last 5 minutes, it wouldn't last a year, whatever your politics, it was a stable coalition for 5 years.
He ought to be judged very well, because he could have chosen not to go into coalition with the Conservatives, and that would have been the easy option. He would have left his party looking like a pure party of opposition. But actually at the time, I think what we forget is that we were all terribly scared about the world economy and about the stability of Britain, whether we'd have to pay a great deal of money on our debt, whether a coalition government could possibly be coherent or stable. And Clegg went in, took the risk of being in government. He knew already that minority parties are usually punished by electorates at the end of their term. He acted in the national interest, not really in the interest of the Liberal Democrats. He was a very faithful supporter of the coalition, and now he's being punished because, having had to do what all coalitions have to do, which is give up some of your preferred policies because you have to accommodate yourself to your coalition partners, especially when you're the minority, then the British public believed this whole narrative of betrayal over tuition fees. And frankly, the Tories have got a lot to answer for here, because they were prepared to propagate this myth that he had lied to people over tuition fees. No, he hadn't. He just had to give up a policy because he was a minority party in a majority government. And if only the Britons were more grown up about this, we would have recognised that of course he had to do this. It was absolutely outrageous to pretend that he lied and cheated. It's equivalent to saying that the Tories were able to say, as if this were a marriage, that this was a wife who hadn't done what they were supposed to do, and then they say, look, she lied.